Why is deflation a concern for economists? Imagine a time when prices are falling steadily and people start to hold onto their money instead of spending it. That scenario might sound good at first, but it actually signals trouble for the economy. When prices drop over a sustained period, it is called deflation. Economists worry about deflation because it can lead to a slowdown in economic growth and even cause a recession. One reason is that falling prices make consumers think they can wait to buy things, expecting prices to fall even more. This delay in spending reduces the total demand for goods and services in the economy. When demand drops, companies sell less, which can lead to lower production. If businesses sell less, they might cut jobs or reduce wages, which then makes people spend even less. This cycle can keep going, making the economy weaker over time. Deflation also makes paying back debts harder. When prices fall, the real value of money increases. That means if you owe a fixed amount of money, it becomes more expensive to pay back because your income and prices are falling. This can cause households, businesses, and governments to struggle with their debts. When many people or companies default on loans, banks lose money and become less willing to lend. This tightening of credit makes it even harder for the economy to grow. Another problem with deflation is that it can cause a self-perpetuating cycle called a deflationary spiral. As prices fall, companies earn less money and might cut wages or lay off workers. With less income, people buy fewer goods and services, which pushes prices down even more. This cycle can last for a long time and make it very difficult for the economy to recover. From the point of view of measuring economic growth, deflation complicates things. When prices are falling, the usual way of measuring gross domestic product, or GDP, can be misleading. Nominal GDP, which looks at the total value of goods and services at current prices, might seem lower even if the actual amount of goods and services produced stays the same or increases. To get a clear picture, economists use price indices to adjust for changes in prices and calculate real GDP. But when deflation persists, it often indicates underlying economic problems, like weak demand or recession. Sometimes, deflation can happen because of positive reasons, like technological advances that lower production costs and prices without reducing demand. But most of the time, deflation is linked to weak demand and economic slowdown. This makes policymakers worried because traditional tools, like lowering interest rates, become less effective when rates are already near zero. Central banks might find it hard to stimulate the economy and bring inflation back to healthy levels. In the end, deflation is a concern for economists because it can slow down economic growth, increase the burden of debt, cause unemployment to rise, and create a cycle that is hard to break. It also makes measuring economic output more complicated and signals underlying problems that need careful attention. That is why preventing or reversing deflation is a key goal for policymakers trying to keep the economy healthy.